So, it's big rainy today. I'm heading back to the gym right now. And I wanted to get this over and done with because I planned on doing it, but I didn't know how or when to start. So I thought, just do it even if you're not ready. What I'm looking to do is maybe upload a video, maybe once a day, once every few days, whenever I can. But I'm not entirely sure if I will or not, because there might be some days when I might be bored, maybe lazy, just, and obviously this isn't a concrete plan of mine, this is just a little experiment. These videos are going to be about, I'm not entirely sure, maybe just like something that I want to talk about. Doesn't have to be anything important, maybe just whatever's on my mind. But at least it will be, out of the way, I suppose. So my main plan was to at least, I don't know, make some videos, talk about what's on my mind, like I said. Whether I keep up with this or not, hey, I don't know. At least I started it, right? I mean, I'm not sure where to start, to be fair, even with this video. I mean, I guess I'll talk about something that I was thinking about earlier. I was thinking about letting go of your ego. So, when I was having my driving lessons about a year ago, a little bit less than that, my driving instructor was telling me this thing constantly, over and over and over again, because I had issues with this. So he was always letting me know. Whenever I be driving, he would tell me that I drive as if everyone else on the road is a perfect driver, and that is an issue, because not everyone is a perfect driver. Some people will have their mistakes, and if they do have their mistakes and I don't take into account for it, I will be disadvantaged, all because of my ego. To put this into an example, let's say that I'm at a roundabout and someone on the left is supposed to be giving me way, because I live in the UK, so you give way on the right, so technically speaking, whoever's on the left should be giving way to me. But say someone was on the left and they saw me already at the roundabout, and rather than waiting for me to drive on, they would drive on themselves, causing me to almost crash into them. Not to say this happened, but to put this into an example, so I'm just making up an example on the spot. So yeah, when I was learning to drive, what I would have done in that situation is almost hit the car and make my instructor have to emergency brake for me, because I almost hit someone else's car. My response to it would be, it's not my fault, you should have waited for me. His response to that would be, doesn't matter, because that is the situation that happened. He isn't letting me go, and so that's the matter at hand. Now, if I were to crash into that car, sure, it would be his fault that I crashed into it, but it would also be mine because I didn't stop for him. And learning to drive, you have to take into consideration a whole lot of hazards. So to relate this back into my original thought, avoid the car crash by accepting that some people might be doing what they're not supposed to be doing, but in turn keeping you safe. Let go of your ego. Doesn't matter if that person, I was looking for a massive problem. It's very rainy right now. It doesn't matter if that person was in the right or not. What matters is my health. So even if that person isn't or is letting me go, take them into consideration. Don't keep driving forcefully, even though he's in the wrong. That's letting go of your ego, because you know you're doing something for someone else, even though you shouldn't be technically, but you are. This can be put into a lot of other contexts, other than just driving, I suppose. It's just taking into consideration that some people might not do their jobs, and as a result of that, you gotta pick up their slack, in a sense. Because, and I mean this in a humble way, what matters is you to yourself, not them to you or you to them. So therefore, as long as you come out alright, you come out alright. Another example this can be put in is, I guess, doing a uni essay, a group one. If someone's not doing their work, which they should be doing, I mean, it's not good that they're not doing their work, but hey, that's what's happening. So, are you going to let your grade be disadvantaged or dragged down because they're not doing their work? Or are you going to get that good grade, or you pick up their slack? That involves letting go of your ego, because you're doing someone else's work for them, and as a result, a lot of people don't like doing other people's work for them, or letting go of their ego. They think that whatever should be, but that's never going to be the case in real life. It really isn't. Sure, it's the ideal scenario, but most of the time it's not going to be the cards that were dealt. So you're going to let yourself be compromised on someone else's account, or you're going to let yourself be, as you should, on your own account. It's interesting to be fair, because a lot of people don't want to let go of their ego, and as I've said earlier, this compromises their own gains for me. All because they don't want to, do someone else's work for them. I'm not exactly sure where to go from this, but yeah, it was just something that was on my mind. The rain is incredibly heavy. I've never seen it this heavy in a long time. Wow. I think it's going to be thundering soon. I'm not sure if this video will be put out. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Yeah, who knows. Whoever it is, have a nice day. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Or I hope you have a nice day if you're watching this at night. Have fun.